The 2K Sports pregame show.
Man, it is great to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit full stride. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, just one win over the last 7 games. They're not happy with how they're playing, looking to make amends tonight. Well, you knew he'd get there eventually, and at this point it appears that Kristaps Porzingis is going to be a star for a long time to come. What do you think his ceiling is as a player, Shaq?
Well, I don't know why they call him the unicorn, but everyone likes to compare him to Dirk Nowitzki, which I think is fair. But he plays a little bit more intensity and goes to the rim often.
Well, they call him a unicorn because you don't see him very often. Or you rarely see him, or you never see him. And they're saying you never see a guy like Porzingis.
That's a terrible nickname. That's the worst nickname of all nicknames.
He also has a horn on his head.
Go now. That's
got it.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, see, now I understand.
Right. Well, I get, New Yorkers didn't give him a good review early on. They thought he was going to be a bust.
They were wrong.
Day, they were so wrong. This guy is cold-blooded. He's an assassin. And Shaq, can you spell his last name, Porzingis? I'll buy you lunch if you can spell Porzingis.
Oh, you know I like to eat, so that'll be Porzingis, baby.
Oh, my God, Porzingis.
Nice. How do you spell his first name?
First name is Kristaps. I'll take a double cheeseburger.
Oh, wow. This dude.
And you get some fries for the Kristaps.
That's right.
I never thought.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
I mentioned food, buddy.
Tell him sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Orlando Magic today. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Take a look at the Knicks. Still early in the season, but the front office and coaching staff likes what they are seeing from this team so far. Better winning percentage than last year.
And I think for the Knicks, it's been a nice run they're on to start the season, especially when you compare it to the way it ended just a year ago.
Yeah, and there's an impressive buzz around this team right now. They're very capable of far more wins than they had a year ago.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis was taken with the 4th pick in 2015, and he was considered a project then. But he's shown himself ready, and part of that has been his mentality. He said, they thought I was afraid, but that's not who I am. I'll never back down from anybody. If I want to succeed, I can't be scared of anybody. I've got to be fearless out there on the court. Kevin?
Thanks, G.A. And what's scary is Porzingis is only going to get better. That kind of fearlessness will help him in the long run. Clark, assess the center position right now in the NBA. I'm talking about elite centers and their place in the game.
Well, the center position has changed, Kevin. You don't have a lot of back-to-the-basket centers anymore. More of the big guys are stepping out and are more like stretch fours than traditional big guys. What you have in the center position now typically are rebounders and rim protectors. Not many dominant scorers on the low block.
And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. A look at the starting group for the Magic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. The big men are Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Isaac in at the 3. It's good.
And Isaac really a big-time player on the interior. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score the ball.
Moutier kicks to Hardaway. Screen by Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. From outside the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Love that aggressive mentality, constantly looking to put the ball in the basket.
Pass to Fournier. Gordon a screen. Here's Isaac. The dish to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. And he lays it straight in.
Well, you've got to give Gordon the ball when he's down inside. I mean, he can really score it in there.
Lee kicks to Porzingis. Feeds to Cantor. Hit by Lee. Hardaway for 3. Rebounded by Isaac.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen. Got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, I think the defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
Now here is Augustine, defended by Moutier. Pass to Fournier. Gordon a screen. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
The defense looking helpless here. Fournier is solid. It's going despite getting hit. Really strong playing through contact.
And Evan Fournier out of France. His father was a judo champion.
And, you know, Fournier is conscious of European players' reputation for being more finesse, soft, if you will. And I think he's done a nice job being aggressive and getting himself to the free throw line by playing a more physical game. I think at 6'7", he wants to dispel that reputation as being a finesse guy.
And that one falls for Fournier.
And in a relatively short time, Fournier has really increased his role in the league. I mean, he's a player you have to guard and keep an eye on at all times.
Now, here's Moutier. An 11-point game for him in the win against Memphis. And no good that time. So Orlando will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
No other way to put it. The defense was awful, completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
And, you know, Greg, defense is a mindset, and they did not have that mentality that game. And the turnovers were a problem as well.
So it's the Knicks now. Magic knocking down the tray. And it goes down 2 points.
Boy, the defense looked helpless there. I mean, he's going to lay it up every time when he's got a smaller defender on it.
And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Now here is Augustine. Tight defense on him. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Man, I like the deep ball of Isaac there, man. Has good touch for a big fella. And he shoots it with confidence.
Screen by Porzingis. Fires from 18. It's good. Porzingis has got his second bucket tonight.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Here's Isaac. 8 points for him. From short range, and Vucevic finishes inside.
Even with the defense right on top of him, I mean, Vucevic maintains a nice soft touch on these inside shots, and the concentration is not to be overlooked either.
Now here's Porzingis. Moutier kicks to Lee. 3-pointer. And Vucevic pulls it down.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Isaac. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
You're exactly right, Greg. That's certainly in his range. Forget about the miss and get ready for the next one.
Now here's Moutier. 6-point game. Here's Porzingis. The shot, no good. The Magic go the other way with it. Fournier passes to Gordon. A three-pointer is right on target. Gordon's got 5 now.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
There's a screen by Cantor. Moutier dishes to Hardaway. Back to Moutier. Fires the three. New York, no good that time either. Orlando leading by 9. Here's Isaac. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Augustine with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And, you know, Isaac is not afraid of a little contact. When he's shooting, he looks for contact.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And Jonathan Isaac, a 6'11" small forward out of Florida State. You know, we're seeing more and more players like this with the length of a center and the guard skills. You know, you think of KD, of Brandon Ingram, and now Isaac.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And the story for Jonathan Isaac, as a sophomore in high school, Greg, he stood 6'3" and played guard. He hit a growth spurt, as you can see.
Yeah, and it makes a difference. I think what I notice most is that he's retained not just the perimeter skill, but also the fluidity. I mean, he's light on his feet and really moves well. Remember, there was another guy that was a point guard that had a nice growth spurt. I think his name was Anthony Davis.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Really impressive seeing a guy like Vucevic carve up the defense with his peripheral vision and passing. So good at spotting the open man.
Now here's Moutier looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Porzingis, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Vucevic setting the pick for Augustine. Pass to Isaac. He kicks it to Vucevic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunity.
There's a screen by Cantor. Moutier kicks to Cantor. It's over Vucevic, and he makes the bucket, through contact, and gets the whistle, too.
Man, it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, you know, both teams scoring at a really steady clip. If you like good offense, you've come to the right spot. This is your game.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Biyombo is checked in for Vucevic. Hezonja comes in for Isaac. And Jonathan Simmons subbed in for Fournier.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Cantor. Art, there are a lot of great rim protectors right now in the NBA.
Yeah, there sure are, and there are a couple, though, that stand out to me. Gobert and Whiteside. I mean, they are just like octopuses in their ability to hover around that rim and challenge and change and block shots. So those two guys really stand out to me.
Yeah.
I also think you've got to consider DeAndre Jordan, too. With his athleticism, he's become better as a rim protector in his last few years.
Right. Porzingis got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Magic leading by 5. Gordon with the screen for Augustine. Here's Azania. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Porzingis with the steal. Outside Thomas. To the middle. Here's Ntilikina. And he stuffs that one home.
Yeah, man. Ntilikina, an impressive athlete. When he's deep inside, he's ready to ram it in.
Simmons sets a screen for Augustine. Biyombo kicks to Gordon. Simmons left side. Outside, Porzingis. New York moving it around. Yes, that goes in. And now just a 1-point Orlando lead. Here's Augustine. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. There's a good screen. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Gotta keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance. Felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And you look at Aaron Gordon, one of those culture setters. Unselfish, defensive-minded. And Clark, he's a worker.
Yeah, he is that. And he also was very impressive going back to the 2014 draft in the interview process. Made quite an impression. Very precocious young man. A little bit ahead of his time and maturity when you talk about his age now. Stays grounded, even keeled. This guy knows who he is and where he wants to go.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. And both free throws good for Gordon. And when you look at this Magic team with their talent, what should their identity be?
Well, I think it should be up-tempo, defensive-oriented. They've got really good athletes, and defending at a high level with that kind of athleticism is doable, and I think would lead to easier offense. And that's what I think they have to foundation themselves on.
There's Baker. He averages about 5 points a game. Good work there as it goes.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well done.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. The Magic again can hit. New York trailing. Passes it to Baker. Noah up on top. O'Quinn with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And here's the fast break. Here's Baker. A second chance effort. And Noah with the nice bucket inside. Noah's got his first bucket of the night. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Now here's Thomas. 9 points last game out. Picked by O'Quinn. The baseline J. Thomas's shot is off.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
Here's Augustine. Gordon. It's good on the putback. And the Magic lead by 1.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Here's Ntilikina. 9 points last game. Noah with a screen on Augustine. They get it back. Joakim Noah again.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Azania. The pass to Gordon. Over O'Quinn, and the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 11 points.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Pick by O'Quinn. 32 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Ntilikina. 5 to shoot. Goes up at the stripe. Tries again. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Left side, Gordon. Over O'Quinn, and it's blocked by O'Quinn. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the New York Knicks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
The Knicks with the lead. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Orlando, Ross is the 3 with Gordon at the 4. Hezonja's out there with Simmons, and it's Biyombo at the 5. Now here's Simmons. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shoots from the line, and it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Picked by O'Quinn. Baker kicks to O'Quinn. Pass to Ntilikina. 6 on the shot clock. A floater. No good that time. Simmons with the defensive effort. Here's Hezonja. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Hezonja's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Magic. The feed to O'Quinn. Thomas a screen. Here's Ntilikina. Another shot, and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
Boy, it's hard to replace enthusiasm. It can take you so far in the passion Noah plays with, hustling on the offensive glass, scrappy on the defensive end as well. He's fun to watch.
Lee's checked in for Thomas, and a switcher also for Orlando. Vucevic is checked in.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Well, as we all know, Greg, a season to forget last year for Joakim Noah.
Ended up only playing in just over half the games due to a knee injury. Glad to see Noah back out on the floor, and he's looking to kind of put last season behind him and get a fresh start.
Ross, that's good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Offensive rebound. That one falls. Baker's got the game tied up here for New York.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Biyombo kicks to Ross. They set the pick. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for New York.
And the one thing that jumps out at me when you look at that shot chart is just how little scoring they get from out above the free throw line extended three-point range. They've got to get more points from out high if they want to improve their offense.
Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Orlando Magic do have a stacked front court. They've got plenty of size. Head coach Frank Vogel said, in today's small ball NBA, we think we can beat the heck out of teams in the paint. But shooting has been a hindrance. We conceded. Might have to win some games, 68-65. Kevin?
Going against the grain, D.A. Thank you. And Azania gets it to go.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Dishes to O'Quinn. New York moving the ball around. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Simmons. 5 to shoot. Here's Baker. Ross grabs the board.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Noah. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic. Outside, Simmons. Picked by Vucevic. Azania's shot is off. Knicks trail by 5. Lee outside. There's Baker. He has 6. And it's Lee penetrating. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And looking at the career of Courtney Lee, you know, has hopped around from team to team a bunch of times and always a valued teammate, but just hadn't stayed on one team for very long.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Lee. And with Lee, you know exactly what you're going to get with this defense and shooting.
And Lee is always going to be a wanted commodity. His ability to defend and shoot aren't easy to find, and you just hope he's able to kind of settle into a long-term situation.
Isaac's checked in for the Magic. Evan Fournier comes in for Azania. And both free throws good for Lee.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Vucevic setting the pick for Simmons. Kicks to Ross. Vucevic against Cantor. Pass to Simmons. Fournier in the corner. Picked by Vucevic. Off the pick. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And, you know, when it comes to carving up the defense, Fournier, very clever, especially in the pick and roll where they don't have any idea what to do with it.
Now, here's Moutier. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Magic leading by 3. Simmons dishes to Fournier. Feeds to Simmons. They set the pick. He kicks it to Ross. From downtown. They get it back. Here's Vucevic. And a wide open look for Simmons. Here's Isaac. And finally they hit one. Isaac's got 12 points in the game.
Hey, if you're going to get offensive rebounds, you've got to stay active, and Isaac does that, doing a nice job utilizing his reach to snag those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Porzingis. He's coming off a 28-point game against Memphis.
And he was also a big factor for them defensively. I think he tallied 4 blocks in the game.
Just 3 to shoot. A fader. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He's just able to shoot over people at a high rate.
And you were a good defender, Greg, so you tell me, how do you guard that? I mean, the height, the soft release, not a lot you can do against that combination.
Cross in the corner. Drains the 3-pointer. Ross has got his second basket of the night.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient. Raining it off the catch. Love it.
Now here's Moutier. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Hardaway for three. Kept alive by New York. He dishes it to Moutier. He feeds it to Lee. Fournier against Hardaway. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Porzingis. Al Simmons, he gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Vucevic. Again, the Magic score.
And on defense, you have to do a lot to bother Vucevic. I mean, he's so smooth, even under pressure.
And here's Moutier. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Porzingis. Orlando's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Back to Simmons. The dish to Ross. They set the screen. Pass to Isaac. Lets it go from deep. The Knicks pull it in. Panthers got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Moutier can't tie it up as that one misses. Orlando's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Outside, Simmons for 3, Fournier. It's rebounded by New York. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Magic have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. And one strength, Greg, that this Knicks team has enjoyed the last couple of years has been their ability to win the rebounding game.
And that's back-to-back seasons, Kevin, in the top 10 for rebounding in terms of the Knicks. And it was something they wanted to improve upon starting a few years ago. They've changed their rebounding trouble into a big asset moving forward.
Well, you know, as the NBA continues to change, Nikola Vucevic is an interesting case study. He's got the skill level for today's game, but the question is, does he have the mobility? He's not that quick of foot, and that's been problematic for him.
Lance Thomas, he's checked in for the Knicks. And more than ever before, the NBA requires big men to cover a lot of ground. Vucevic looking to keep up.
Yeah, Vucevic, I think, is really a terrific rebounder and passer, and you can see all of his positives. He can score on the block and make the three-point shot. I think it's just a matter of him consistently tying all of that together.
Here's Isaac. Porzingis with the steal. Moutier with the ball. Passes to Porzingis. There's a screen by Canner. Off the screen. The shot misses. And Orlando will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Isaac. Back to Augustine. The 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Knicks trail by 3. Offside Thomas. Now the pass to Moutier. Six to shoot. And that one comes up a bit short. Magic leading by 3. Here's Augustine. Tries again. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Boy, just a perfect, I mean perfect shot fake from Vucevic.
And you look at the post-up bangers who don't block shots at a high level. More and more we're seeing teams relegate them to that 6-man role off the bench. It'll be interesting to see how that affects a guy like Vucevic, who fits that description.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. Greg, why is it, do you think, that teams want those more floor-bound, post-up big men like Vucevic coming off the bench?
I think two things. First of all, their defensive shortcomings are less exposed playing against other reserves. Also, their ability to create offense on the block has more value with that second unit because that group tends to have their struggles in terms of scoring the basketball.
Boy, you look at the wingspan of Vucevic, and it covers a lot of territory. Not many defenders catch up to his release. And his mere presence on defense is disruptive. Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin, rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
And Augustine kicks to Fournier. In the corner, it's Gordon. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Gordon's got 14 points for the game. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Moutier. Pass to Porzingis. They double him with Vucevic. And Thomas has it in the corner. Porzingis against Vucevic. No good off the front iron.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
There's the feed to Augustine. Dishes it to Fournier. 11 feet away. That's good on the jump shot. And it's a 7-point Orlando lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Porzingis, who's got 19. There's a screen by Cantor. Porzingis can't hit.
And that layup is usually going in, especially when the defense is as lazy as that.
27 seconds left now here in the second. Vucevic a screen on Hardaway. Pass to Isaac. Lets it go with the 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, I tell you what, I like the clip he's shooting at. Extremely effective. If you're on defense now, you got to get the ball out of his hand.
There's a screen by Cantor. Now here's Moutier. Hardaway from outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so that's the end of the first half. Orlando out in front as they end the second quarter with a 13-3 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, great first half. You had it going. What was the difference?
Yeah, I just tried to come out and give my team a spark, have a little bit of energy, and it just turned out some easy buckets.
We'll see if you can get more of those easy ones in the second half, Aaron. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down the action. Jonathan Isaac led the way in the first half. He ended up with 15 points and 5 rebounds. Shaq, what'd you think about the Magic?
Well, the lanky forward, Jonathan Iceman Isaac, commanding attention when his play. Part of the new breed, a center's reach with guard skills. Never mind about potential. He's making an impact right here and now.
And Kenny, your take on New York?
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that high a percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on a defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Yeah, he squatted on that paint area and owned it, perfectly using his size and that soft touch inside. That's a heck of a combination. Strength, size, and soft touch. Nice.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. And so here is New York trailing by 10. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Hardaway. Then it's Lee. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Porzingis in at the 4 slot. They're the group for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. And Vucevic kicks to Gordon. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. Clark, when you were playing, what was your game day routine like?
Well, it was simple. I didn't complicate things, Kevin. I tried to get a good meal, was just beginning to learn how to eat properly and best for my body. And then I would always try to get an hour to 2 hour pregame nap. That goes all the way back to high school. I enjoyed just getting off my feet. Sometimes I would fall asleep completely. Other times I would just kind of drift into a light sleep. But just having that routine of resting before games was part of how I got ready to try to serve the other guys up.
Mudiay passes to Porzingis. Picked by Lee. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking it.
Now, here's Vucevic. He's got 13. Gordon. It's not going to go for him. Knicks trail by 7. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Mudiay kicks to Porzingis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And, you know, Porzingis plays with such fearlessness. I love that about him. And he's also a big guy with some agility and endless range. This guy has in the gym range, if anybody has that.
And he can't get the first one. And for the young players on the Magic, how much tougher is it to develop when a team is continually changing their coaching staff?
Well, Kevin, we've seen it. I mean, when you have multiple turnover, particularly in key front office or coaching positions, that's very difficult for the players. It's disorienting. 4 different coaches in the last 3 years. At some point, you have to set your anchor and sail accordingly.
And last season, the Knicks raised expectations with some of those big free agent signings and trades in the prior year. And let's face it, things just didn't work out quite how they had planned. Some would say they underachieved. Hard pill to swallow for a fan base that went into the year with so much hope.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. And a big problem for the Knicks and their shortcomings last season was their defense.
Yeah, and listen, they have some shot blocking, but as a whole, the defense lacked teeth. More than anything else, it played a part in the disappointment of last season's campaign, and it's something they'll be focusing on in the coming years.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Pass to Isaac, picked by Vucevic. Cantor against Augustine. Good on the shot. And the Magic lead by 7.
And that quick trigger of Augustine, not giving the defense any chance to block the shot off the pass.
Lee passes to Porzingis. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
For 3, Gordon. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
This summer, a new front office taking over in Orlando after a rebuild effort that stretched back 5 seasons. Magic fans hoping they can get things headed in the right direction now.
And for the Magic, do you think hiring a new GM will get the team headed, Clark, in the right direction?
Well, that's a good question, but I think that's a start. And again, alignment is so key when you talk about organizational success, from your ownership through your president, general manager, coaching staff. Everybody has to be committed to their alignment and culture. Their current structure has some overlap between business and basketball operations. I think that all has to be smoothed out. But one step at a time, one brick at a time.
So New York going with almost an entire new group. Joakim Noah's checked in for Cantor. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Baker, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Ntilikina in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Then for the Magic, Terrence Ross is checked in for Isaac. And Jonathan Simmons subbed in for Evan Fournier. Here's Ntilikina. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Picked by O'Quinn. That's a 2 from Lee. Offensive rebound. Magic leading by 8. And Simmons kicks to Augustine. Feeds to Gordon. Knicks with the rebound. Noah's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Ntilikina. Lee outside. Ross with the steal. Over to the wing. Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. Gordon dishes to Ross. Gordon a screen. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Baker kicks to O'Quinn. Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Baker. Noah the screen. Here's Ntilikina. Guarded by Simmons. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut back down to 8. An important basket there from Ntilikina.
Man, good to see Ntilikina square up from deep. Has the size and touch needed to knock home these threes.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 22. Now Lee. Here's Ntilikina. At the top of the key, O'Quinn. 6 to shoot. Here's Baker. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stops working.
Picked by Vucevic, and Augustine kicks to Gordon. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And a chance now to review the shot chart for the Magic.
What a display we've seen from them so far. Every half open look they've gotten, they've knocked down and showed no signs of letting up. Right now, they are in the driver's seat. As long as they can keep their rhythm on offense, they'll just steamroll this team the rest of the way.
Knicks trail by 6. Here's Ntilikina. He's got 5. Lee passes to Noah. Picked by O'Quinn. Lee, that's good. Lee's got 6.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more off the screen in that situation.
Simmons dishes to Vucevic. 5 to shoot. Ross kicks to Gordon. Great open look there. Gordon's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's been turned up this quarter, showing a lot of confidence and sinking a lot of his shots.
And Terrence Ross with probably his best season in 2016-17. Shot a career high from the field.
And Kevin, I think he can continue to even get better. I mean, with his bounce, I'd like to see him develop the mid-range shot in addition to his ball handling, because that's a little loose. If he tightens the ball handling up, this guy can get to the rim and become a real force offensively.
The Knicks making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Biombo, he's checked in for the Magic. Mario Hezonja comes in for DJ Augustine. And the Knicks with possession here. 6-point game. 4 on the clock. And O'Quinn kicks to Thomas. Here's Noah. And a miss there on the triple. Orlando, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
A steal.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Biombo with the block.
And this is something Biombo excels in: timing and blocking shots.
Outside, Simmons. For 3, Gordon. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Ntilikina. He has 5. New York, no good that time either. Magic leading by 6. Outside, Simmons. Kicks it to Ross. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. Ross has got 9.
Man, I like the three-point stroke of Ross. Gets it off so effortlessly. Man, he's got terrific form.
Pass to Ntilikina. Trying his luck deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 8 points for him.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now, here's O'Quinn. Passes it to Baker. Thomas a screen. 5 on the clock. The 3. It's good from long range. Thomas got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Hezonja kicks to Ross. Gordon with the screen for Ross. Over Thomas. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. and that's 11 points for Terrence Ross.
Feasting on the leftovers, eating big time. Ross stepping inside the arc and making it happen.
Here's Ntilikina. He's got 8. There's the screen. Shoots a 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. They've led by as many as 11 points.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
He took good advantage of that screen. Ross has got the lead up to 11 now for the Magic.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And I'll tell you what, Greg, once he finds that rhythm, he's hard to guard. Shots come easy for him.
New York calls timeout. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
For the Knicks, Cantor checked in for Noah. Porzingis comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Baker. The Magic also changing it up. Isaac's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And Fournier subbed in for Terrence Ross. Thomas gets a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. The Magic leading by 11. And Fournier kicks to Simmons. There's the pick. Fournier against Hardaway. The pass to Hazanya. Offline with his 3. New York's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Here's Ntilikina, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And, you know, the length of Ntilikina, man, takes long strides when he's driving inside to get past the defense. Fantastic stuff.
And Simmons kicks to Fournier over Hardaway. The shot that time not on target. Knicks trailed by 9. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Ntilikina. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Ntilikina. It's deflected, and they get it back. And so it's the Orlando Magic. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back after this. Now let's listen in to Frank Vogel's huddle.
Play for each other, creators and receivers. Okay? Share the ball. Here we go.
On everyone on the same page offensively, Frank Vogel saying to each man, do it for your teammates.
And, you know, I love the fact that he's promoting the spirit, the camaraderie between his guys. When they're working together, they are a lot harder to stop.
Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. 4th quarter on the floor for the Magic. We've got Hazanya. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Isaac. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Simmons in at the point. And so here's Orlando. The Knicks making the shot. He kicks to Biyombo. Here's Isaac. Outside, Simmons. Simmons sets a screen for Fournier. Over Moutier. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Moutier passes to Thomas. Thomas with another miss. Orlando leading by 7. Simmons dishes to Biombo. Thomas with the steal. He dishes it to Moutier. Over in the corner, Porzingis. And he comes up with the deuce. Porzingis has got 26.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Magic have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. And Fournier kicks to Simmons. Here's Azania. Back to Simmons. The 3. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And Isaac takes no time getting this shot off. He's got a lethal quick release.
Moutier passes to Hardaway. There's a screen by Cantor. Hardaway kicks to Cantor. He feeds it to Moutier. Lock at 6. The dish to Thomas. No good on the 3. Magic leading by 8. Right side, Simmons. Biombo, the pass to Hazania. And again, it's Orlando with the 3. And Clark, you've seen so many college and NBA games. What skill or mindset do you see as the best predictor for when a college player is going to be an NBA star?
Well, it's hard to predict stardom, but clearly things that transfer from a skill standpoint from college to the NBA, at least historically, have been the ability to rebound at a high rate. That seems to always make its way from college to the pro game. And then the proficiency of your skill set in terms of ball handling, shooting, and then I would say at the point guard position, the ability to run a team usually transfers. When you can get other people's shots and understand flow and time and score in situations, that doesn't leave you from the college to the pro game.
And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
Lee's checked in for Thomas. Then for the Magic, Vucevic comes in for Hazanya. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Jonathan Simmons. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, here's the summary of what Jeff Hornacek went over with his guys during the break. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys.
Knicks trail by 14. And change was needed badly for the Knicks, and they did that starting with the front office.
Yeah, Knicks fans can have a dire outlook at times, but the team still has a solid foundation. It will take some time for the team to become a true contender again, but having players not be at odds with the front office, definitely a good start.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
That's good from Cantor. And the Magic benefiting from multiple first-round picks this summer. They needed the help.
Yeah, they did. And they need a big hit in the draft. I mean, they've lacked star talent, and we know this is a talent-driven league. Either you develop stars or you pull them into your fold. They've got to find some difference makers. There's no doubt about that.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Now here's Lee. Cantor sets the pick for Porzingis. Pass to Moutier. Puts up a three. And it's Biyombo with the rebound.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
The feed to Fournier. Porzingis with the steal. And here's Moutier. Screen by Porzingis. Moutier kicks to Porzingis. And that's going to be a travel.
And hate to make a mistake there. Have to stay focused.
Greg, I think they're just giving the game to him at this point. Can't make those kinds of errors.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Bismack Biyombo. The Magic leading by 11. Fournier with the ball. There's the pick. Here's Vucevic. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Being that Vucevic is a high percentage shooter, especially from the post and mid-range, it's good to see him being aggressive. He's got to be shot hungry because of his high completion rate. So really taking control of the offense here.
Now here's Lee. There's a screen by Cantor. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Lee. Fires the three. Second shot opportunity. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Cantor. Now here is Augustine. Defended by Moutier. Augustine dishes to Vucevic. That shot no good. So New York will take it the other way. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Augustine passes to Vucevic. Now here is Augustine. Tight defense on him. Goes up again. And Vucevic again. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Quite honestly, Vucevic is one of the most aggressive and best rebounders in the association.
Moutier kicks to Porzingis. Shoots over Vucevic. And the officials call a traveling violation.
His turnovers haven't helped their cause. It's almost as if he's playing for the other team.
Magic leading by 11. Here's Isaac. That's tipped. Lee with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. Hardaway with a wide open look. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Gordon up on top. Takes the 13-footer, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Vucevic has got 9 points here in the second half. There's a screen by Cantor. They set the pick. Cantor with a screen on Augustine. Here's Lee. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Magic have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Pass to Isaac. Over Lee. Off the left rim and out. Knicks trail by 11. So the wing on the left. Moutier dishes to Lee. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. And New York making a change here. Ntilikina's checked in. New York shooting here about 46% for the game. Lee outside. Out to the wing. A three from Porzingis. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Isaac misses.
and you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Over in the corner, Lee. Vicious to Hardaway. And stolen by Fournier. Over Hardaway. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Now here's Lee. Outside, Porzingis feeds it to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Excellent awareness there, zipping the ball over to the perfect spot to score.
Orlando leading by 9. Now here is Augustine. Here's Vucevic. Good on the three-point shot. Vucevic has got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
Passes it to Porzingis. Shoots over Vucevic. And again, it's New York.
Boy, I tell you, he has been lights out. Sadly, they're still behind. He needs his guys to step up.
Orlando moving the ball around. Picked by Vucevic. Fournier with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Off the pick. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And the Magic lead by 12.
Very difficult to distract Fournier when he's skying up for the jumper. His razor-sharp focus is a differentiator.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And Evan Fournier out of France, an instinctive offensive player, Greg.
Yeah, favorite player growing up was Manu Ginobili, and you can see some similarities in their games. Fournier possesses long-range shooting, but also able to handle and put pressure on the D with the dribble.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Vucevic.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He'd finally had enough of their losing streak, and it's going to take something special to regain some kind of momentum. And his effort has been very special tonight. To the middle. There's a screen by Cantor. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And sticking right with it. Gets the foul with the bucket. And he'll go to the line.
And, you know, Ntilikina has outstanding height at the point guard spot. He's a big point guard, which really is an advantage in seeing the floor.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Now Augustine. Picked by Vucevic. To the inside. Fournier. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Ntilikina. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. A three from Porzingis. Hands it from downtown. Porzingis has got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, that's what you love about Ntilikina. I mean, very unselfish and constantly looking to set up his guy.
Picked by Vucevic. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. 1:32 left in the fourth. 5 on the clock. Launches a three. The Knicks pull it in. Pass to Ntilikina. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Tell you what, the size and height Ntilikina possesses helps him here, clearly, especially on these and one opportunities.
And that one misses.
Well, I tell you what, easy to admire the skills of Ntilikina. I mean, he's a tall guard, he passes and shoots it well, very efficient.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
On up the court.
And Jonathan Isaac, I tell you what, Kevin, when he's rolling, he's hard to stop.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Outside, Porzingis. Cantor sets the pick for Porzingis. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Porzingis has got 36.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
And here's Augustine. It's stolen.
Clock's ticking. They got to get up a shot.
No time to waste at all. Got to let it go fast.
Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
And Ntilikina is skilled, really skilled at getting good position in the post. I mean, he uses his quick instincts and understanding of the positioning to score inside.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hardaway against Fournier. Hardaway, no good. And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And the pass to Baker. Kicks to O'Quinn. Here's Baker. He dishes it to O'Quinn. Pass to Baker. Here's Ntilikina. Off target. So the Magic win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Nick, great win tonight. Good performance by you. How surprising is it that you contributed to the game in so many ways?
I wouldn't say it surprised me. I always knew I could play at this level, but I just play hard. Just play hard and get things happen. I don't try to force anything. I just let the game come to me, and I play hard. Rebounds. Like I said, it's a lot about effort. That's what I can do every night. And points are gonna come some nights. Sometimes they won't. But just take what I get and just keep playing.
Well, you did it all over the floor tonight, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.